Is this it?
Looks. Yep, it looks so. Let me just.
Oh, there it is. I see it. I'm opening it.
Awesome. All right, I got it on my iPad as well. So, all right,
Oh, goody. There you go.
awesome.
Apple Monster. Got to use all the Apple devices.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Apple Monster here, and in today's live stream, we got my very special guest, Talos of Tech. How you doing,
Hey.
man?
Good. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it. I'm sorry it took so long. I know you've been trying to get me on for a while. It's my fault, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize, but glad we finally made it work. Good to be here.
Yeah, man, absolutely. It's yeah, I've been watching your channel for, oh my god, I don't know how long. And honestly, when I came to YouTube, um I was actually inspired by you, and
Oh,
I
really?
wanted
Okay.
to I shared the same passion with the Apple and tech. I've always been, since I was little, like I've always been this phone kind of person. You know, as soon as I think it was the iPhone 4 when that came out, I
I
loved the
remember that one.
design. And my friend had it, and she was the first person I knew that ever had an iPhone.
Oh, wow.
And I loved it.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, I was always checking it out. The design, I think, was back then iOS 6 with
Oh,
that
wow.
glossy design, and it was just beautiful. I'm like, wow.
There was a lot of hype leading up to that one too, because I remember that the iPhone 4 was like the first iPhone I ever watched like the leaks of, which is what we do like every year now. Like, here's what the new iPhone's going to look like. Here's what it's going to have. But that was the first one for me, at least, that I was like on the internet watching like the Gizmodo thing where they got the prototype in the bar. They're like, hey, I think this is the next gen one. And some people are like, no way, Apple would let that out. It must be fake. And I was just following it. And then when Apple finally released it, I was freaking out. I remember screaming in my bedroom, like, oh my God, this is it. It's real. That was a cool year.
Oh my God. I fell in love with that design. And then it just fell from there. I will say that at the time I wasn't like, a YouTuber. I didn't know, that people were doing this type of videos and stuff. I mean, I probably was like 10 years old or so. And, so, time went on. I had issues, where some people, now I got this phone for Christmas, and the day after Christmas, I was at the Apple store because I could hear people when they called me, but people couldn't hear me.
Oh no.
So
dang it.
I'm like, oh my God, this is my new phone. This is the first smartphone that I have. What am I going to do? And my mom's like, oh, we'll go, it's Christmas time. We have to give it a few days because then the Apple store is going to be full. I'm like, no, we have to go tomorrow. We'll set the appointment, whatever. And now, mind you, me and my mom have iPhones. My dad has like this cheap Android that we have Cricket, and they send us out phones. So he just kept whatever they gave him.
Whatever works.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing was that, I fell in love with Apple right away. Like when it came to FaceTime, iMessages, my mom at the time, she probably had, I think it was the G7, LG G7.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And
then the 10R came out, and we got her the 10R. Ever since then, she's been on iPhone. And
okay.
Yeah, like, I love Apple so much, and it's all I know. Like when it comes to software and everything. But going back to my iPhone 4 story,
Mm-hmm.
my sister, who was my brother-in-law and my sister are complete Android fans. They
Mm.
cannot stand Apple. So, it's crazy. And
It's a
so,
divide in the
yeah.
family. The
Mhm.
Montagues. We have a
And
similar thing. My cousins and stuff are all Android.
really, yeah. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like I I can't stand Android. Like I can't. I just can't. And um, so when I got the iPhone 4, I had all these problems with the iOS not working right. Like
Mm.
I said, with the phone calls, it was just a constant struggle. And I'm like,
Dang it.
okay, yeah, yeah. Um, I probably went to the Apple store 2 times a month because I always had
Oh
issues with
wow.
that phone.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
yeah.
That's a
Oh,
lot.
and
Jeez.
yeah. And my sister's like, "You're not getting iPhone anymore. That's it. You're not getting iPhone."
Wow.
And
Drew the line.
and oh yeah, she was like so mad that we were going to the Apple store, spending all this money because of
Mm-hmm.
having to trade it in and all this other stuff.
So why
And
didn't you want
she's
to
like,
switch?
I didn't want to switch because I love the iPhone. I love FaceTime. I love iMessages.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I didn't even think I would love it that much. I
Mm-hmm.
honestly didn't. But when I saw that other people in my family had iPhone and they started
Mm-hmm.
using FaceTime and iMessages,
Mm-hmm.
I was just stuck.
Mm.
So I went with what my sister said, and I got the Samsung Galaxy S3.
Oh, I remember that one.
That
I
was
had a lot
the
of friends with that one.
worst for me. I mean, I gotta tell you, I didn't really mind it that much, but
Uh-huh.
when it came to not having the FaceTime, not having iMessages, you know,
Mm-hmm. So
uh,
it's the ecosystem kind of
yeah, it was
support
the
for you.
ecosystem. It was
Mm-hmm.
the ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I said, you know what? I'm going back to Apple. I got the iPhone 6, and ever since
Oh,
then,
I
I
had
got
that
the
one, yeah.
iPhone 6,
Mm-hmm.
jumped all the way to iPhone 10, and now I have the product red iPhone 11.
Oh wow. Now we
Yeah,
got our whole
yeah,
backstory.
yeah, bro.
I never owned the
Like,
4. I never knew it had so many issues.
yeah, it really had. Oh, I could not stand that one. Um,
I did have a few
the,
friends with them that I would always ask them whenever I could, like, can I hold it? Can I look at it? Because I didn't even own an iPhone until the 5 came out. So I had to wait a while before I could actually own a phone. But the friends I had with the 4, I would always try to stay close to them. Hey, can I look at it? Can I look at it? But
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. That's how I was when the iPhone 4 came out. Like that's how I was when people had it.
Hmm.
I was like, oh, can I see that? Like I
It
was
just looked
always
so
playing with it
different
and stuff.
for the time. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was way different. So I've been with Apple ever since. The only
Hmm.
product I don't have is an iMac or MacBook.
Mm.
I have the now I'm making a review about this for my channel, but I have the iPad 6th generation, and I
Oh,
just
okay.
got
Yeah.
this keyboard with a trackpad
Ooh.
on it. Let's see.
Oh, cool. So now you can use
Yeah,
cursor support. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Because I had bought a Bluetooth mouse and it never worked for some reason.
Huh.
I don't know
I've had
if it
issues with
was
that
just
too.
me that was if it was just me doing something wrong or whatever, but
Hmm.
I connected this via Bluetooth and it worked right away. So
Well, that's good. Yeah, I tried some
yeah,
of those cheap mice or cheap keyboards on the iPad OS, and the cursor was always so laggy and jittery. I couldn't get it to work right. I don't know why that is, but Magic Keyboard seems to work. It better work. It's
yeah,
expensive as heck.
yeah,
It's so
exactly,
much.
man.
Ugh, I hope they
It's a
don't
struggle.
change the.
I was honestly eyeing that Magic Keyboard, and I'm like, do I go for it? And I'm not sure if it works with the older generation iPad since I have the 6th
No,
generation.
I don't think it does. Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? And then I found this one, and you know, it seems to work. So I got
Was it
another
expensive?
one. No, it was like, hang on, I can check. I think it was like $30 or something.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
literally
and
like less than a tenth of what mine cost.
yeah, I
You
found
could
this for
probably
really
get
cheap.
your iPad and the keyboard for less than just my keyboard,
So
which
on
says a lot.
Amazon, it's $49 for this.
Oh, okay. It's like the price of a watch band, basically. Except now you have a
Yeah,
mouse support. Convert
yeah,
now your iPad's a 2-in-1, just like that.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
But like going back to like what I was saying, like you know the whole
Mm-hmm.
YouTube thing. I started watching your channel. I started watching Nikias Molina.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when I got my first Apple Watch. I started getting more and more watching you guys, and
Mm.
you know, I said, you know, I want to do that. You know, share my experiences, share my
Yeah.
thoughts, and you
Yeah.
know,
It's fun.
I've been on YouTube for like 2 years already.
Oh wow. Nice.
Yeah,
That's great. And yeah, you've been very active too. I notice you when you're in the live streams or when you're asking questions during stuff. You stand out. So I appreciate
yeah,
you watching us too. And I'm glad you're able to make your own videos. That's awesome.
yeah, absolutely, man. I'll tell you when I see your videos, I okay. I used to work at Walmart for
Mm.
3 years,
Mm-hmm.
and no joke, I'd be at Walmart working. I'd get a notification that you uploaded. I'd go to the bathroom or go somewhere to hide to watch your video.
Oh my god. That's
I
funny.
would, I'd get that notification. I would smack that so fast.
Would
I'm
you
like,
get
oh
in
my
trouble
god,
for that?
oh no, no,
No.
because
You got
no,
away with it.
honestly,
You'd be like in the
no,
middle of
because
helping a customer and you'd be like, I have to go.
no, I was actually a door greeter at Walmart.
Oh.
And honestly, between you and I, management over there wasn't like they didn't care what people did.
Oh, okay. They kind of let you do
It was
whatever.
bad. It was
Yeah.
bad.
Mm.
Um, like
That sounds kind of nice,
honestly,
actually.
yeah, I know. No,
They
I
let
didn't
you do
mind it.
whatever. Yeah.
I hey, the only thing, and I'm gonna be honest, I have a disability. I walk with crutches, and the only
Mm.
thing that really got me going over there was that some of the departments didn't have managers or people working the
Mm.
department. So
Uh-huh.
like I didn't mind like working up front where you know I could see the cashiers and everything, but like when
Mm-hmm.
they sent me out to garden, it used to really get me going because nobody
Mm.
worked over there. I didn't know what I was doing over there. Like I don't know a
Mm-hmm.
single thing about garden centers.
No, I don't
And
either.
I got in trouble because
Mm.
I didn't care. I picked up the phone and I called the front and said, "Hey, customers are here. Somebody's gonna come down here."
Mm.
And then I guess they saw me over the security cameras and they're like, "You can't be using the phone." I'm like, "Well,
Oh.
I don't have a walkie-talkie or anything." You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. Sure.
it's like, yeah, no. But you know, I and like I said, watching your videos, making my own videos now, I kind of feel like it's something I should do because I've always wanted something, you know, stay at home job and you know something
Yeah.
I like, and this is what I like. Like I post like probably 2-3 videos a week if I
Uh-huh.
can, you know.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's a
I
lot.
mean
That's a
I've been
lot more
trying
than
my best.
plenty of channels. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah, I
all you can
know.
do really. And as long as you enjoy it, you know, and you're striving to make it better and you're striving to see what you can do and yeah, at the end of the day, as long as you're enjoying it, then that's all that matters, really.
The like, I mean, I understand that. I'm not like you guys who buy all these products. I wish I could buy every single new product because honestly,
Yeah.
the computer that I'm using right now, it would be long gone out of here. Long gone.
Yeah, sure.
Because I can't stand like anything that's not Apple anymore.
Mhm.
It's the ecosystem. Like it's the way everything works together. I love this light keeps shutting off on me. I'm not gonna even turn it back on. I don't know what's going on with it.
Well, it's endless though, because I don't even buy every single new product that comes out just because like you realize after a while of doing it that you're just never quite satisfied because there's always going to be something else that's newer, more expensive, and fancier. Especially in the YouTube world when it comes to cameras and microphones and lighting and desk setups and like all that stuff is endless. There will always be something else. There will always be something else, and you'll always feel like, oh man, if only I had that product, if only I had that product or that equipment, then I would do good. Then I would do good. It doesn't stop. So that's why I've kind of leaned more into just trying to make the most with what I have. Like I'll buy a tech product and review it, but typically I don't keep it. I'll either sell it or return it or end up doing something else with it just because I have to ask myself if it makes a difference or can I just keep using what I got and it'll probably do 99% the same stuff. So that's why I kept my old iPad and I haven't replaced my Mac in 3 years. And I keep my 2-year-old Apple Watch. You know, it's all nice stuff. I don't mean to say it's old and crappy, but I just try to get the life out of things a bit more now because I realize that buying the latest stuff thing gets endless. So
yeah, and that's the thing. Like I wish I could buy everything. You know, I wish I could. You know, buy the Mac. You know, because honestly, it would probably improve my videos by so much. Like right now, you know, right now I'm just using my iPad. You know, and don't get me wrong, I like it. I like having, like I said, the ecosystem where I could record with my iPhone, airdrop it to my iPad, and edit it and everything. Like,
yeah, I did
honestly,
iPad. That's what I edited my videos on for a large majority of the beginning of the tech channel. Yeah.
So, like, I mean, who's to say that I'm not going to in the future? But you never know.
Sure. Yeah, someday. I mean, the Mac is mainly, I think, in your case, would just improve workflow. So that's why, like, I'm sure I could edit my videos on my iPad if I wanted to, but the Mac is just faster because it has some more higher grade software and higher end hardware that can export and things like Final Cut and that kind of thing. But yeah, like when it comes to how your videos are edited or how the visuals are, you know, how you shoot it and stuff like that, I honestly don't even think it would make that huge a difference because ultimately you can still get well edited, well informed, comedic or informative with your iPhone and your iPad. That's truly all you need to make the videos the way you want to make them. Everything else is just helping simplify or streamline the process so it doesn't take as much time. Like I used to edit all my videos on my iPad and it definitely took longer than now. So if I want to be posting 2-3 videos a day, I have to come up with a different routine or a different process so that I can edit and shoot and export a video within like an hour. So that's why I use a Mac. But genuinely, I think the iPad can do a lot these days.
Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, hang on. Oh, never mind. I mean, honestly, I had this iPad almost 2-3 years, and I have no issues with it. You know, I mean, when I decided that I wanted to get a keyboard, or with the trackpad, was because honestly, like I don't have it here with me, I don't think. I
Alex
use the
Jackson knows
Logitech Crayon.
LumaFusion.
Yes, yes. I've tried that.
Hmm.
Although the music track that I have, it doesn't show up on LumaFusion for some reason.
Huh.
So
That's weird.
yeah, it's really odd. But I
But you
actually
use the
just
Crayon?
downloaded. Yeah, yeah. I love the Crayon. I've been
Really?
using
I've never
that.
used it.
Yeah. Honestly, I was gonna get the Apple Pencil, and then I had gone to Walmart, and I was mindset on the Apple Pencil,
Hmm.
and then I saw the Logitech Crayon for like what $200
Half.
something less, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna try it out. It says it has the same technology as the Apple Pencil, so why
Right.
not?
Yeah.
You know? So I just stuck with it. And now I'm just, making my thumbnails, everything
Hmm.
on my iPad, and it's just so good.
That's cool. I
I'm
want to play around with one. It sounds neat. I think Apple or Logitech like partnered with Apple
Yeah,
on
I
that
think
one.
so.
That's
Yeah,
neat.
it's really nice. I mean, there's no, I don't notice any like latency,
Mm.
or anything like that.
Hmm.
The only thing and the reason I like the Crayon versus the Apple Pencil, um,
Hmm.
is the fact that you just turn on the Crayon and you can automatically write on it, whereas you
Mm.
have to connect via Bluetooth with the Apple Pencil. You know,
Mm.
I mean, it's an extra step. It doesn't make a difference, but I just think it's so cool that you can just turn on the Crayon and automatically do whatever you want.
Yeah. Well, I think the pencil just as soon as it docks with at least the Apple Pencil too, as soon as it docks with the iPad Pro, it's connected. But yeah, there's no buttons on it,
Yeah,
which I
which is
like. Yeah,
awesome.
I like when we don't have to open the settings app, if at all possible. Just
Yeah,
have things work right
exactly.
away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's bad enough. It's bad enough that sometimes I have to go in and reconnect my keyboard once in a while, and
Oh yeah.
it's like, why? Why?
Right. I prefer
I
like the
wish.
AirPods or the Magic Keyboard method where you just
Exactly.
click and it starts working. Apple's good
Right.
at that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Exactly. Or or
Hmm.
like or like when excuse me, when bring the product close and it just pops up on screen. Like, why
Yeah,
can't they do
yeah.
that for all products?
I wish they could allow third parties to do that because currently I think they have to be an Apple made piece of hardware, but it would be neat if
Yeah.
like third party hardware could also just hold it close to the device and have that little pop up mechanism, just hit connect with Bluetooth keyboards or whatever. I think that would
Yeah,
save
exactly.
so many steps someday. Maybe we'll get there. I
I'm
wish.
hoping, man. I'm really hoping.
Hmm.
I mean, because like I said, Apple is the kind of company um, that just makes everything easier to work together and just so seamlessly. You know.
Yeah, that's why I think
Um,
I'm such a big Apple sheep or Apple fan is just because I don't like tinkering with things. I don't really like taking things apart and fixing them myself. I love it when hardware and tools and everything just work for me and I don't have to mess around with them. So that's
yeah.
why I'm more of an iMac than a Mac Pro guy, or I'm more of a, Tesla than a muscle car type guy because I like
Right. Right.
vehicles and everything to just do all the work for me because that's ultimately what technology is. It's the pursuit of laziness. It's like
Yeah.
saving us
Exactly.
steps or making life easier for us. That's why we have cars, is so that we don't have to walk or run everywhere. That's why we have phones, so we can communicate, so we don't have to write a letter or go and find that person and talk to it. Technology is all about just making things easier for us. So I say make it as easy as possible.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hmm.
That's it, man. That's it. So I wanted to ask you, um, I saw I think it was a live stream or something that you were talking about the Samsung event. What do you think about this year's Samsung event?
Oh man, it was so bad. It was so cringe. I cringed so many times, but at the same time, hilarious because I was genuinely like. Sadly, it sucks because I got a copyright strike, so I'm not able to really react to events on Twitch with the event anymore. So, with the next iPhone event, I'm gonna try to just show my reaction and tell people to bring up the event on a separate screen. But this time, I wasn't really prepared, so I was just like, you know what? I'll tune into the event. I don't know if I'll watch the whole thing, but I'll work on some other things. And so I just had the Samsung event going on in the background at first while I was working on other videos, but I just started laughing so much that I just decided to make it full screen because I was cringing, and all of the little augmented reality moments where they have the phone hovering.
Oh my god! I was like, what? It is.
I laughed so much to the point that I wasn't even working anymore. I was just sitting there watching the event.
Yeah, that's like me. Like I was looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, what's going on here? Like I felt, I don't know about you, but like I felt that it was kind of acting. Like the way, especially the woman who came out and to do the watch presentation. Right. I'm like, she's running around and I'm like, okay, this is definitely scripted. Like right there, I was like, this is definitely.
Well, I'm sure most events are scripted. It was just very poorly executed too.
Yeah,
it was like weatherman acting, basically. Like, good morning. How are you all today? It was not genuine at all. It felt like in Samsung fashion, they had like 3 days to film and edit the whole thing, so they were kind of rushing it best they could.
Nikias Molina in the house.
Oh, am I wearing Pixel Buds? Can you not see these? Look at them. Why would I wear the Pixel Buds? I don't even own any Pixel Buds. The only Pixel product I do have on my desk is the Pixel stand. I do use that. But no, these are AirPods Pro all the way, baby.
AirPods? I've seen like fake versions of the AirPods that look so
There's
real.
A lot.
Like, what?
There's really a lot of them.
It's crazy. Like, you know?
I've been hit up by several brands that keep saying, like, check out our, AirPods Pro alternative that look just like AirPods or something like that. But you look up reviews about them and everyone's like, oh, they don't turn on. I never got my money back, or they never showed up, or, they'll.
Yep.
There's a lot of those Chinese companies out there that will basically just send a YouTuber or an influencer a perfectly adequate, super well-made model, and then tell the YouTuber, here's our link to our website. And then when everyday people will order from them, they never show up or they don't work. And it's real scammy. It's sketchy.
Hey, I got a question. If Nikias is free, would you mind if he come on with us?
Sure. He can if you want.
Yeah,
I've talked to him since last year, I think. He's saying don't lie.
I haven't talked to him in so long either. Nikias, if you're free, let me know and I'll send you the link.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Cool to have you.
We'll have a Thursday instead of Friday Night Viper. It's Thursday morning Monster.
Yeah, exactly.
That's something I wanted to ask you. You may have talked about it before. I apologize if I wasn't there to hear about it, but where did the name Apple Monster come from? What inspired that channel name?
Okay, so when I first started my channel, I was T-Tech Mania. For those of you who don't know, my name is Taylor, and in school, my English teacher used to call me T-Mania all the time.
T-Mania. Oh, okay.
And I almost made the channel T-Mania Tech. To me, it didn't really sound good. So I said, you know what? T-Tech Mania does sound pretty good. And so that's what it was. At the time, I wasn't concentrated on Apple whatsoever. I was going to
Gotcha.
actually open a channel with a friend of mine, just talking about everything tech, speakers.
Sure.
At the time,
Sure.
we were looking a lot at like projectors and all that stuff. So it was going to be a collaboration between me and him with all sorts of technology.
Okay.
Even like opening things up. We were going to try to open things up and see the things inside. And actually, I'm going to send this to Nikias real quick.
Oh, cool. He's got 10 minutes.
But then things started going down. My friend didn't. My friend couldn't do it anymore with me, so we actually stopped making videos, and I took a break for probably about 2 months, and I'm like, you know what? I want to start back up again, and I'll just do it by myself, because if people are busy with daily life and they don't want to do it, that's fine. I'm just gonna just do it by myself. So that's what happened. I started, I had just gotten my iPhone 10, did a video on that. A lot of people like that. I did a video on my Apple Watch Series 4 unboxing, and I started seeing people coming in, and liking the Apple related content. So I stuck with it. And then I asked my friends, like, what do you guys think? And my friend actually called me Apple Monster.
Really?
Yeah. And he's
so
like,
it wasn't even you. Someone was like, what was it like meant as an insult or? No. He was just like, you're really an Apple monster. You really like Apple. And I'm like, yeah, I do. So that it just stuck. It just stuck. Wow. Okay.
So then
I like it.
I
like it.
I started reaching out to Nikias. And then I actually made a video out to Nikias and then out to you.
I think I remember that one.
Yeah. So then one of Nikias' friends, I don't know if you know Benji, Benobi Tech.
Yeah. I've talked to him.
He actually messaged me and said, hey, you have some pretty good content going. If there's anything you need, because at the time, I still hadn't had, my intros, my outros, things like that. And it's like, if you need anything, just let me know. I can help you. And I'm like,
wow,
cool.
That's nice of him.
So, and fun fact, we became friends, and we started doing weekly live streams together. Like, he's my co-host.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
So now he's actually out on mission for 2 years.
I saw that.
I really miss him.
I miss him too.
It like having the notification. He was another one that whenever I got a notification from, I was on that video.
You were out. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Is he coming back next year?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. I'm excited for the comeback.
Yeah.
Just around the corner.
Actually, yeah, here's Nikias.
There he is.
How are you guys?
What's up? What's up, man?
Dude, don't bring up Benji. I'm sad. I miss him.
Yeah.
When is he
me too, man.
You're quiet. Can you raise your volume at all? I can almost hear you.
Well, let me get my AirPods. I want to. You know what?
I blame the Pixel Buds.
Yeah.
He's the only one here with Pixel Buds, and his mic is low. Must be that fault.
Hey, I just have this cheap gaming headset right now.
And you sound great. I can hear you just fine. Now Nikias is an elephant.
Right? Hey.
Is it like is he coming back like summer of next year?
Yes, July.
July. Okay, so
June,
we're less than a
July.
year away from the Benji return. Awesome.
All right, hold on.
And Drew, fun fact: this Alex, the great Alex here, is the friend that I was talking to you about. That.
Oh, cool. Good morning. That sounded much better.
How are you guys? Good.
I'm good.
Great. How are you, man?
It was the Pixel Buds.
I knew it.
Is your wife enjoying the AirPods, Drew?
To be honest, she hasn't used them much lately because she's just at home.
Really?
So she doesn't get to use them much. But yes, at the time she did get to use them, she enjoyed them very much. Thanks again for sending them. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Dude, I haven't done episode 2. It was fun. But it was like so much work to do one episode. The views weren't crazy. I'm like, I don't know. I'm planning on doing it like outdoors and just, doing it to random people. I feel like that could be fun. But it was so much work.
Like a Mr. Beast.
Getting
type.
you green screen. If I have to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't
Mr.
have one
Beast,
in the
Mr.
first
Pixel
place.
Bud.
Yeah. You should have Apple Monster on episode 2.
Let's do it.
Could he get the trivia stuff down, you think?
I'm down. I'm down,
I've been
man.
thinking about bringing it back.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
Drew, have you had any experience with the algorithm? Just like when you go on vacation, you have videos ready, right?
I think
usually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't have them ready. I come back, the algorithm's like hitting me on the face right now.
Oh.
Not the best moment. It's crazy. If you see my views,
algorithm's
it's
weird.
Like 130,000 views. I've got like views all over the place. Like great videos, 4 videos that it's like, what the heck? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't believe anyone who says they know how it works. It's always changing. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
Roberta knows.
I don't have any tricks for the algorithm.
Algorithm is kind of hard.
Wait, now I can't hear you. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear
you. AirPods. Hold on.
Those don't look like AirPods Pro though.
Probably some kind of fake AirPods or something.
We caught him. Nicky is exposed. He had to leave.
That's funny.
Oh well.
Well,
are you getting any of the new iPhones this year, Taylor?
I'm actually not. I honestly,
iPhone 11 makes it good.
I'm divided. I think that the iPhone 11, is a very great product.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know about you, but I love night mode.
Yeah.
On it. I've taken so many pictures that it's not even funny. Like, but I just don't see. I don't know. I just don't see a big upgrade from the iPhone 11 to the iPhone 12.
We'll see if your mind changes when it comes out.
I'm not sure. Yeah, and you know what? I've said that on my.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I basically had the 11 Pro, and I sold the SE because I get so many comments every single day that are like people are making fun of me for having an SE or an iPhone 8, an iPhone 7, and I hate like the tech community in general always tells people like go buy the latest and greatest, So
yeah,
I mean,
it never ends.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not that like if you've got the money, go for it and go buy the latest iPhone every single year. But for people who can't do that, it's totally okay to have an iPhone 7 or an iPhone 6. So I mean, it hurt me so bad to sell my 11 Pro but
Mm.
you know, I'm doing it for the people for like a tech YouTuber to be like, hey, I can do it too, you know. And
That's the
battery
great thing about
sucks, but
yeah. That's the
got the
great thing
beta,
about
too.
iOS. You get so many years of support out of it that, you know,
yeah,
it's funny that most tech YouTubers don't really showcase that. Most of them are just like, man, I get 6 years of software support. 12 months later, okay, I'm done. New one.
yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Why not just
Yo.
hang on to it for a while? I get that.
Yeah, and I mean, it's so good. I mean, I'm so happy with the SE. Except really, battery life is really really bad. I'm always with
They
a
need
portable
a-
charger.
I guess you could use the old battery case on the SE. You would just lose wireless charging.
I hate thick cases, man. I'm always naked. My phone is naked. I'm not naked.
Yeah. Thank God. Does the
But yeah,
11 battery last all day for you, Apple Monster?
Yeah, it does. Actually, it probably lasts me about 12 hours,
Oh wow.
maybe more
That's good.
sometimes. I don't know about you guys, but I'm the type of person where if I'm home, I have my phone to the side. I use my iPad for everything.
Mm.
Even for phone calls sometimes. You know,
Oh, yeah. He holds it up.
I'm
Yeah.
barely. Yeah. no, but like,
admit it. You do that. You do it. When nobody
okay, I
sees
did
you,
it
you
once, Dickies. Once.
Maybe
You're that
one
type of
time.
person that you go to the park and take photos with your iPad. You're that type of person. Don't lie to us.
Oh no, I'm not that kind of person. Heck no. No,
It's a great viewfinder.
Yeah, it is.
You just have to
But no, I
kind of look weird.
right. No, but I just use my iPad when I'm home, and then when I'm out, then you know I'll use my phone, because it's just easier for me. You know, even like text messaging people. I only thought that iMessages work with the iPad, but
Oh,
I found out that it's both. You can do
yeah.
both.
SMS
And
forwarding too.
that
I like that.
yeah, I love it. Like ever since I found that out, I'm like, you know what? I'm just using my iPad. It conserves more battery on my phone. You know, I mean things like WhatsApp. You know, I'll use my phone. I mean, I know that there's apps for it that you
You
can
guys
get
actually
on the
use
iPad.
WhatsApp in the US though?
I don't.
Uh-huh. Like when I went to the
I
US, nobody
do.
even knew what WhatsApp was.
Yeah. They're like, what?
Yeah, no, I do have family in Portugal, so I talk to them on the WhatsApp all the time. So
okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, not many people do use it that I know of. But
It's so stupid. I get so annoyed.
you know,
when nobody wants to use WhatsApp. I mean, iMessage. Every single person thinks that normal text messages cost money. Everybody's
yeah.
I've never even downloaded WhatsApp. I just checked.
Good.
I was like, did I ever sign up?
You don't need it.
No, I don't know anyone with it.
No.
I'm feeling like ranting. Let's bring up a ranting topic. Let's do it.
Okay. What's there to rant on?
I mean,
Mulan hitting Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, isn't that like $30 extra on top of? Are you guys doing that? I'm not doing that.
Well, my friend has Disney Plus and he's buying it, so I'm.
Oh.
So
you're kind of doing it.
Like, I understand everybody's point of view. Like, I understand just the consumer wanting to watch Mulan. Then I understand the movie theater industry, and then I understand Disney. It's frustrating with like so many aspects, but like Disney doing this is gonna hurt the movie industry so bad. But yet again, they can't keep delaying it because they have a movie schedule, which just can't keep getting delayed.
Yeah,
but charging $30 is like, and the craziest thing about this is you're paying $30, but it's not like your movie. You're just, you know,
It's like
paying to
renting it.
watch it on Disney Plus. Yeah, I mean, it's not
Yeah,
renting it, but it's gonna be on Disney Plus, so you can't. It's not technically yours. It's not like you're buying it on iTunes and it's yours. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
Right.
most people, because I mean, at some point, Mulan will probably just be on Disney Plus for everyone, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I think most people are just like, I'll wait for that. I'll save $30 and just wait a few more months or a year or whatever.
I don't know. And they're considering doing that the same thing with Black Widow, which is crazy.
Oh, okay. Well, that might do better. I feel like there's more people willing to watch that.
Yeah.
But I still wouldn't do it. That's way too much for a rental that you get for one day.
Like, whenever you go with your family to the movie theater, you're paying like $40-$30 either way. So it technically
If you
makes
have a
sense. But if
family,
you're
I
just
get
like, yeah, but if you're like just two people, one people, it's not worth it. I mean, maybe it is if you're like the hardcore Mulan fan. I'm gonna change my name to Mulan fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an expensive movie.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. I can't justify it. Way too much. I think that's gonna butcher it. I bet they're gonna get way less revenue that way.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And give us the movie for $10. Like, I understand Disney's point of view. I'll pay. I wouldn't mind. 30 is like, you know, crazy.
Well, it's on top of the subscription too, which is what
of course,
seems so,
and that, yeah,
like,
that's the point. If it was on iTunes, which is what the Trolls movie, or yeah, I think it's the Troll movie. They just put it on iTunes for 20. That makes sense. I mean, it sucks, but it at least it makes sense. I don't know.
Oh, here's a question. What was the last movie you both saw in the movie theater?
Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
Remember all those years ago when we would all get in this big room and there was this big screen
Yeah, right.
that we all watched stuff on? Those were the days.
Yep,
What did I
exactly. Now I don't remember.
For me, it was, I think, Star Wars 9.
Really?
I think that I can't think of another movie I've seen since, which seems very old now. Seems like that's been out for so long.
Yeah.
But I can't think of another movie I went to the theater for.
You hated that movie, right?
Yeah. Well, I like parts of it, but overall, I was very
Do you like
confused.
the what's it called in English? Not the sequel. Yeah. Do you like the sequel?
The
in general?
sequel? Not. I like The Force Awakens, but I lost it at The Last Jedi. I couldn't get into
Yeah.
The Last Jedi. There was so much missed opportunities and poor plot structure that it wasn't for me.
And it's got potential to do, like, the sequel had potential to do a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but The Force Awakens didn't really put the sequels like forward to like some specific place. It was just a safe movie, which is one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then The Last Jedi.
I like
is just
certain
like,
safe. Sometimes I'm okay with safe stuff, but
for sure,
It felt
But then
like,
you got to keep pushing a sequel forward, you know. And they
Yeah.
did not do that.
it felt like 7 was obviously intentionally trying to be a soft reboot of A New Hope. They were just
Mhm.
like, okay, let's just remind people what Star Wars is. And I'm fine with that because I like Star Wars. So if you're going to make it like the good Star Wars, then great, make it good. But I think 8 and 9 needed to find their own story and find their own voice, and they just never really found it. They
Yeah.
just kind of tried too hard to do something different and try to be unexpected. But
Yeah.
you know, Star Wars fans are hard to please. So in the first place,
I've got a special. The Rise of Skywalker has a special spot in my heart. Disney actually invited me to the premiere, so it's like,
oh wow,
it was like the experience was so good that the movie, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Now I see it again and it's like, meh, but still, it's like so special, you know?
I guess I had a similar reaction. The first time I watched it, I liked it a lot, and then the more I thought about it, I was like, wait, what? That doesn't work. Wait, Luke never left the island. You know, I was like, what? Come
Yeah.
on. But are you a Star
People are
Wars fan,
fighting.
Taylor?
Oh wait,
Oh my goodness. Is that
Taylor,
Apple
are
and
you a Star Wars
Windows
fan?
going at it?
No.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. So I've never watched those. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
You've never watched Star Wars?
Honest, no.
Never.
You're just like my
I'm
wife. She's
leaving
never
this
seen them either.
stream. No. God.
I-
No.
Ladies
be
and gentlemen,
completely
I
honest,
think Nikias
Taylor,
is going to
you're
have a
not
heart attack. No,
to be
I've
honest,
never.
you're just missing a whole lot of frustration and confusion.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like I just think that I probably watched a little bit here and there, but to me it was just confusing and not not my thing.
Yeah.
So
If I
no,
had to
I haven't
recommend, I
watched
would
it.
say just watch The Mandalorian and let me know what you think. I'd be curious to see someone watch just that show on Disney Plus and then tell me if they like it or if I only like it because I'm a Star Wars fan. It'd be interesting to see someone.
I've got friends who have never watched Star Wars and have watched The Mandalorian. They like a lot.
Oh, okay.
Have you watched the Clone Wars last season?
I never watched any of the Clone Wars.
Well, I barely watched. Like I watched, I don't know, like episodes here and then when I was little. People told me last season was so good, and the last 4 episodes, I swear, they're probably the best Star Wars I've ever seen. They're so
Oh, wow.
good.
Okay.
And
I've
you
heard
get-
that.
Well, like Order 66 happened, so like the real
Mhm.
movies and the Clone Wars like all align together. And you get like more.
Wow.
It's so good. I'm not gonna spoil. You should watch. It's really,
Okay.
really good.
Cool.
You know what you're watching
Cool.
tonight? Mulan. Oh wait, Clone Wars.
Yeah. We're not doing Mulan. I would rather save $30 if possible.
Right.
Or if you don't have Disney Plus, $37. Holy crap. My goodness. For like 2 people.
So I actually have a question for the both of you guys. I don't want to like interrupt the conversation or anything, but
no, this is your show, dude.
It's
Hit
your
her up.
stream.
Yeah.
You
I wanna-
cross around us.
I think I know what Nikias is gonna say,
Oh,
but
okay.
I wanted to know what you guys think of. Well, I asked you, Drew. Nikias, what did you think of the Samsung event?
You know what? I did not watch it live. I watched it afterwards. I was on vacation when I was done.
Oh, okay.
There was moments I was like, am I really watching a Samsung stream? Like it was so cringy at sometimes. But there were some ones that it was fine, I guess. But it's like you convert to Apple and it's like, what is this? Like a kids show. I feel like
Yeah.
Teletubbies come out. I don't know. It was
Yeah,
incredible. The actual. I don't know. I really really like the fold, the new fold. I love it.
Yeah,
I don't know,
I gotta
like-
admit they did a better job with that one.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I was
Um,
most interested in out of everything they announced. But we didn't get too much info on it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's how I felt. Like there was just certain things that it could have been better, you know.
Oh, yeah. There's plenty of
I-
room for improvement on the next one.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm hoping
just
next year's gonna
Don't
be better.
do that.
but-
Just don't that. Not that. Do yeah.
Yeah. Unpacked is a great example of what we should not do when we're doing pre-recorded events during the pandemic. Like
Yeah, exactly.
Dub is like classic example. This is what it should be. Samsung Unpacked,
Mhm.
don't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it was bad.
My next question for both of you guys is: what did you think of the 4A?
I was impressed, to be honest with
Pixel
you.
bar.
I saw a few leaks that said it was going to be 350, and I was like, "Holy crap, 350! That's way too low. No way with that display and everything." And how that design looks and everything, like getting a hole punch out at that low a price point. And then it's actually $350. I was like, holy crap. So I was pretty impressed by that. I have one coming. I haven't got it yet, but we'll see.
Did they invite you to Team Pixel this year?
No, I think I'm blacklisted, I'm guessing.
Oh,
I
jeez.
wonder, well, I freaking wonder why. So I've always wanted to be part of Team Pixel, always, and nothing. So I started to do a little bit of Android content, and guess what? Email I got the other day, Team Pixel. Guess what? I told them my address, and they were like, "Wait, you're not American?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, please still invite me." And they're like, "I'm sorry,
Oh no.
we can't invite you because you have to be in America." And I'm like, "Gosh." It was so frustrating.
I don't know how I got on their list in the first place.
Well, you got people's attention, I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
I wasn't
That's,
I never made one video about the Pixel that was good. It was always about why I hated them and they were terrible. And somehow they were like, well, let's send him some and see what happens.
yeah.
Maybe you should try that, Nikki.
Let's make him change his
try
mind.
Yeah. Maybe they thought I would like it more if they sent me one. But I just did the same thing I always did. And then they stopped emailing me after I emailed them a few more times. And they were like, nope, we're not doing this anymore. But then, ironically, once I was kicked out, I got the 3A just myself. I just bought it. And I actually really liked it. And I made a video about why I think it's really good. And they haven't said it back.
They're like,
still
nope, not again.
Yeah,
It's a
they
trap.
learned their lesson.
It's
I
a
don't
trap.
blame them. I wouldn't send Pixel phones to me if I was them.
Mm.
What do you think of the 4A, Taylor?
Okay, I honestly like the design, the whole punch hole thing.
Yeah.
The only thing that I was like not liking is the fact that they did the whole camera square with only one
I don't get that either.
lens.
Why did they need to make it square on the back, even though there's one?
Well, it feels more premium. It feels more expensive. I mean, really.
I like that logic.
It looks
I mean,
better.
it doesn't make any sense, but it's funny. Just like,
Yeah,
people are
it
expecting
just-
cameras to look bigger now, so.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I understand that, iPhone has it and they're trying to, make it
That's
look
what
like
it felt like.
other companies. And it's like, but it's like square with one lens. Why? At least put two lenses. If it was like the iPhone 11 with two lenses, I think that would make sense.
Mhm.
Or a lens and like a LiDAR sensor or some kind of sensor.
It's more
I think that would have been
design.
right.
What if
That's just me,
what if
though.
they keep going? What if they make a giant like domino-sized camera module on the back, even though there's only one lens? They just make it big so it looks better.
That'd be great. What do you
Um,
guys think of John Prosser? Was it yesterday? He leaked the dates for iPhone stuff.
Oh yeah,
And
I
Thank
saw
you,
that.
Sue.
I
Just
am-
read my mind.
Oh yeah.
You're welcome. I am so annoyed that, according to Jern, that the Apple Watch won't be included in the keynote. They're just gonna press release it. And I'm a huge fan of the Apple Watch. Like, literally, I wait every single year for me to get on stage and be like, "This is it." Even
This
though
would be
it's
a
just
first.
like,
If he ends up being right, this would be the first Apple Watch site refresh. That's never happened.
well, and I'm
Yeah.
I'm thinking that it's gonna be a small upgrade if they're doing that.
I expect
don't know,
that
like-
too. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be like there's no more Force Touch, and the battery's a little better, and maybe
Which is
there's a new
frustrating.
CPU.
Which is frustrating because on the Series 5, we didn't get anything,
Mm.
So like
Mhm.
we've
What are you talking
But-
about? I love the Compass. The Compass is awesome. Everyone needs a Compass in their watch.
well, guess what? The Compass is actually it's actually great, but it's I don't consider that a feature. I feel like it's something that
No.
shouldn't even be called a feature.
I don't have the
I don't
Series 5 for that reason.
You returned it.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
want it. And I think I'll
Um,
probably not get the Series 6 if it ends up being just longer battery and no Force
Yeah.
Touch. I don't care. I don't need that.
Yeah.
What
What do you
I-
think, Taylor?
For me, when it comes to, and I was going to say this earlier, when it
Mhm.
comes to new products, it's going to have to wow me, with new
Yeah.
features and
I'm in the
new
same boat,
design.
yeah.
But if it's like, let's say the Series 4 and Series 5 Apple Watches, for example,
Mhm.
there's not too much of an upgrade. There's no reason to upgrade.
Not much.
unless you're like one of us who is a tech YouTuber and wants to get it for the sake of unboxing it and reviewing it, then
content?
okay.
Yeah, content, right.
Exactly. Then sure. But for me, it's as long as it gets the software updates, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
When it stops
watch
getting,
OS 7.
You just said design. Is design really that important or that important to you? Because design doesn't change the functionality of the actual product. Is the community in general
right.
too interested in design? Like maybe the Apple Watch this year is the only thing that it's going to have is a new design, for example. Would you be interested in that? Is your old Apple Watch having the old design, is that going to make you, hey, I want the new one? Because that's how the community is right now. Like they see a new design, I'm like, oh my gosh, a new iPhone. Because this year, it's looking like the only cool thing that the new iPhone is going to have is a new design.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Technically speaking, right?
And
So is that
5G.
which 5G, which
And
most
5G.
people are not even going to have a lighter scanner, which nobody like. What do you think of that? Like, is design? It's
Well,
important for me, to be honest. But
Yeah. The watch is a fashion piece, It's something people wear. And I think a lot of people, if we're talking design wise, I mean, that was probably the biggest motivating factor for people to get the Series 4 over the 3 was just the look of it being so much more modern, the display being larger. So I feel
or is it just because it's the new one? Because let's say the iPhone 5 versus the 6. The iPhone 5, in my opinion, has a better design. But the iPhone 6, like iPhone 4 versus 5. I don't feel like 5 and 6 is a good example. iPhone 4 is a more beautiful design than the 5. Right? So is it just because it's the new design and that your old Apple Watch is going to be old, so you got to get the new one?
Partly. I think Apple's good at making new designs look appealing in their ads and their marketing. They're very good at making people feel like your old design is dated.
Sucks.
You're used to seeing that. It's kind of people get tired of the same thing over and over again. So I don't even think it's mostly a debate of which design is better because that's very subjective to the person. I think this one looks better. I think this one looks better. Whereas it's more objective to say this is the new design. This is the one no one has yet. So that we can make more desirable because that's where all the banners are and that's what the website looks like. So that Apple sells, desire in that sense. They sell things that people are like, ooh, that looks good. I want that. And I think similar to how like when iOS 7 came out, they kind of redesigned the whole OS to look all clean and modern and minimal. People are like, whoa, that looks really cool. I want to get iOS 7. And now you see a lot of people with jailbreaks going back to the original iOS 6, but I want to go back to the old days of what the iOS used to look like and go more skeuomorphic, realistic. So it's just kind of people getting tired of the same thing and wanting a mix up essentially. So that's what Apple
this
does.
year we're having an iPhone 4 like design on the iPhone 12.
Right. That's why I was thinking Taylor might want to get the 12 because he liked the iPhone 4 so much, and the 12 is kind of going back to that squared off.
And like I said earlier, I mean, who knows if, I'm going to change my mind once I see the event,
Maybe.
or once I see it in person,
Sure.
So, I mean, things could happen. And honestly, if Jern's right about the prices, I mean, yeah, maybe. You know,
I hope he's right.
I think, yeah, I'm really hoping he's right.
I hope he's not right
Um,
because I want an Apple Watch in a keynote. Please.
Oh yeah. Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword because the good news about the leak is that the Apple Watch is less than a month away.
I want it in the keynote.
Around the corner.
Drew, stop it.
But it's not
I want it
in
in
the
the keynote.
Yeah, hard to say.
no,
All right, well, I gotta go. I said that I was only gonna be here for 10 minutes, and I don't know how long I've been, but I just look at the,
All
at the
right.
time and I'm like, whoa.
Okay,
Whoop, gotta go.
talk to you.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Pixel Buds fans. Fan page, like and subscribe. Peace.
That's his new channel. Pixel Buds fan.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny. No, but I honestly think that you know, if they wow me with, you know, something, then yeah, I'd probably get it. You know, I've had my iPhone 11. I probably got it like a month or two after it released, so
Okay,
it's you know, and it's like
With
I said,
trade-in,
you know,
probably get a 12 pretty cheap.
yeah, that's true. That is true
Mhm.
because that's what I actually did when I got the iPhone 11. I did the trade-in, and it was like really cheap. So
Yeah.
I actually went into the
I like
store
it.
thinking it was going to be like really expensive, and I'm like, I can't buy anything else for like 6 months, and
Mhm.
it ended up being so cheap. So I was happy about that. So yeah,
Yeah.
so maybe, and
Mhm.
like if they had stuff like that with other products, I would definitely get it.
Mhm.
Now, like, because I honestly, yes, I just got this keyboard case, but I
Mhm.
honestly really like to invest in a Mac or MacBook, I
Sure.
should say. It's Mac.
It's a good time to wait.
Yeah, yeah. So I
Uh-huh.
mean, I love Apple. It's just those prices give me a heart attack sometimes.
Oh yeah. They're up there. They're way up there.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So you're
and
probably
it
not buying
gets
the Mac Pro, I'm guessing.
no. And I just don't find a reason to right now. Like I said, I like having everything mobile. You know,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, it's just easier carrying an iPad than it would be carrying a
Definitely.
MacBook, in
For
my
sure.
opinion. You know.
Yeah,
Um.
I agree.
So, will you be getting any of the new products, AirPods Studio or anything like that?
I think I'll probably get a few things just to review, but I don't think I'll keep. Only thing I think I'll keep is probably the 12 Pro Max. I'm excited for that one because I just want biggest screen I can possibly get every year. So other than that, I can't see much I'm picking up soon. I don't really need over-ear headphones. I don't really have much of a use for them. And it sounds like the Series 6 is going to be a really boring upgrade, just slightly better battery and designs all the
Yeah.
same. I don't need that. And I might pick one up just to talk about because content, but other than that,
Exactly.
Uh,
Exactly.
yeah,
And
I can't.
that's the thing with me. Like, I'm not much of a buyer or a spender. So
Yeah.
it's like trying to find something to talk about. Sometimes it's just like, what do I talk about today? You know?
Sure. Well, what I've
It-
discovered is
it's-
most of the videos that do the best for me are not videos with me hands on a product. So I really think it's a myth that, in order to make a video about something, you have to own it and use it yourself. I mean, that helps, but
yeah.
it's definitely not required. So don't feel like you have
Right.
to buy all the stuff to give your opinions on it.
Oh no, definitely not. Definitely
Yeah.
not. I mean, I gave my opinion on the iPhone SE, and I didn't get
There
it. Oh, although I would really like it
Mhm.
for like my family, members. My dad especially, because like I said, he has the cheap version of the Android, and it's
whatever you can get.
oh, I can't stand it. I really can't. Like, oh, it drives me insane.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, like I wish I could buy that. Ooh, Viper's on.
Hey, there he is. Yep. He tuned in.
What's up, Viper?
The man about tech. There he is.
That's awesome. But no, the product that I would get is probably the AirPods Studio.
Oh, really? You're interested in those?
Yeah. Because like for gym purposes, you know, for like when I go to the gym, I hate the fact that with the AirPods, they're good. The sound quality is good, but I can still hear a little bit of the background when it comes to the radio in the gym, and it's for me, it's so annoying.
Yeah, sure.
Even now, I want to ask somebody else, because for me, I feel like listening to a podcast and listening to music, I feel like when I'm listening to a podcast, the volume is so much lower than when I'm listening to music, even if I'm at peak volume. Really? Is that just me, or is that the AirPods? Like, I don't know.
I'm not sure. I feel like, I guess I haven't. This is the first time I've used headphones in like weeks because I've just been inside all day. So I use the IMAX speakers. But yeah, I should look into that. I should figure out if there's some type of different audio output. Or I think I remember Nick telling me on our podcast that the volume indicator on iOS doesn't change the volume of podcasts for some reason or something like that. I don't know what it is. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I'll have to mess around with it.
Maybe. Because and this is another thing about me coming into the tech world and, you know, making videos and stuff. When I went to the gym a couple years ago, I would be listening to music all the time. Now I'm listening to podcasts. Like, like
too many podcasts to keep up with.
I'll get notifications like with your podcast. I'll get notifications and I'll be like, oh, this is going to be the first thing I listen to at the gym. You know? It just gives you something to listen to. And
it's all Randy's fault.
Right? No, I love listening to you guys. I really do.
Oh, great. That's cool.
Viper too. I love listening to Vipe Drive. Now
he has unmatched energy. We can't compete with
it. Nobody can compete with it, I don't think.
He's got so much
Nobody can. But he does warn us when he starts his intros. You know, when he starts like Friday Night Vipe, turn down the volume because you're gonna blow your speakers.
Viper destroyer of speakers. Yeah.
I'll be like, you'll just see my speaker smoking. Send a picture to Viper. This is what happens when I'm listening to Friday Night Vipe. Just saying. Oh man. No, man. Same with podcasts.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like it's how I am, and honestly, it's how I learn about different things. You know, get people's different opinions on different things. You know, I mean, even once in a while, I'll even if I'm out and I can't watch a video, I'll listen to it podcast mode. You know,
why not?
It's
easier that way for background tasks and that kind of thing. Definitely.
I mean, people like Viper, you can't watch podcasts way sometimes. You have to you gotta see watch the video. You gotta see the fire. But
right.
Man, I'm telling you. Is there any questions you want to ask me? Anything?
Well, you answered me on the Apple Monster thing. Thank you for giving me background on that. I'll think differently of it now because I definitely branded myself Apple Sheep just because that's what people used to call me. So it's cool to see that you're also doing the same kind of thing in a different way. It's neat.
Yeah.
Let me think. What else could I ask you? Are you gonna hang on to your current iPad for a long time?
Probably I will. Until I can't update it anymore.
Sure.
Because
Okay. Use it till it's dead, basically.
Yeah, till it doesn't update anymore. Because honestly, I have to keep up with the software updates. When I had the Series Zero Apple Watch, and when I couldn't update anymore, I'm like, you know what? I gotta get the Series 4. Just I really love the design, like the bigger screen and everything.
It's my favorite.
So I mean, like I said, to me, as long as it updates, it's fine. But as soon as it stops, it's like next, because I just feel that people that like my friends who are not tech people, they'll be like, oh, why is it so important to update the software? It's like, yes, there's bugs, but I feel like there are a lot of things that get better. And Apple's just one of those companies that they upgrade so often that it's just better, like
it is.
And that was the thing with me when I had the Samsung. I wasn't getting as many upgrades or as many bug fixes as I wish I did at the time. So that's why I came back to Apple, because I was just so used to that.
Right. Yeah. Something about that software fluidity.
Yeah.
I have probably a good question to end on, I think.
Sure.
Is there anything I could be doing better, or something you think I should do more of, or I'm doing too much of, that I should cut down on? Do you have any suggestions? Because I'm always curious of that.
No, I love your content, man. Like I said, I mean,
thank you.
I
always want to see what I could be doing better if possible.
No, I think you're doing great. You keep getting better every day, man. Honestly,
thank you very much. Appreciate it.
The way your channels grow, it's awesome, and the way that you interact with people. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I messaged you, I was like, I'm not sure he's gonna message me back. Because I understand that you're a busy guy. You have all your channels and different things that you do daily. So life gets busy. So I was like, and I don't know where I was when I first got your first message. I jumped. I'm like, he actually messaged me back. That was awesome. I
felt bad, man, because I seriously, I kept seeing it was in the back of my mind all the time. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta let him know. I gotta reach out. And stuff kept coming up. And I know there's been many channels and people that I've tried to reach out with that I got kind of left on red, or many friends I have that get left on red or just ignored or side passed and that kind of thing. So I've always just, ever since that happened to me, been like, okay, let me do my best to try to make sure I don't leave anything pending. And I get mad at myself because I've gone through a bunch of DMs in the past and just been like, oh crap, I never got back to that person. So I go back and I just kind of kick myself thinking, crap, why didn't I respond? Why didn't I say anything? There's some things you're just like, someone texts you and you're like, oh crap, I gotta remember to respond to that. And then something else comes up. And before you know it, it's been months and you're like, dang it. So I'm trying to make an effort to just not leave people on hold all the time best I can. So that's why when people ask if they want to collab,
you do the best you can, like I knew you were ignoring me. Like there's some people, maybe they are, but you're just that kind of person that you don't, and you know, seeing you come onto different streams and everything, it's like, wow, it's awesome. You know,
a lot of people don't expect it too.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. Like, I feel like some people, they don't like to collab with other creators.
Sure.
But for me, honestly, numbers shouldn't matter. You know, subscriber numbers shouldn't matter.
They really
nothing
shouldn't.
like that. You know,
people exaggerate how big a deal it is. It's really not that big. Like there's a lot of channels that are huge that have very low view counts, and vice versa. There are channels that are tiny that get huge view counts. So I think a lot of people just associate subscribers and just attach it to people's name and just say that's how big they are. That's how many people watch it. In reality, it may not be true. In reality, they probably have a lot of people that don't watch, even though they're subscribed and that kind of thing. So, and at the end of the day, it doesn't change what kind of person you are. You're still just a guy on the internet, whether you have a million or 10, you're still just a person making content. So yeah, even people that aren't creators, I've tried to reach out. Pretty much anyone who reaches out to me, I do my best to say, you know, I'll try to make some time for you.
Oh, yeah.
And there's been people on Discord that have reached out to me that aren't even YouTubers. They're just like students that want to interview someone. It's just like, can I interview you? And I'm like, sure. Let's make it happen best I can.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. Like,
more people should do that.
I personally think that's how you grow. You know, you expand yourself and reach out to other people. And like me, I see newer creators who are a little bit smaller than me, and I say, hey, you know, I think your content's good. Why don't we do a stream? You know, I think that the tech community, and I do think that the tech community does help each other out. You know, that everybody's friends with each other. It's not like, you know, a lot of people are throwing people out because of this or that. And that's the way I think it should be. I think, you know, whether or not you're a big or small creator, you know, interact, and, you know, you can learn a thing or two from people, you know?
For sure. I completely agree. Yeah. And I'm sorry I got to get going here, but I really enjoyed chatting with you. I'm glad we made it work.
Yeah, man.
And
awesome.
Thanks for having me on.
I just have one last question for you, if you don't mind, though.
One more thing. Sure.
Actually, it's the same question you asked me. I'm not sure if you've watched my content at all, but
no, I have seen some.
Do you have any advice from small creators like myself?
All I can suggest is keep doing what you're doing, and best as possible, try to see what you like from other creators and bring that to your own content if possible. You know, if there's something you like about one channel, just say, okay, what are they doing that I like, and how can I apply that to myself? And it doesn't have to be direct copying. It just means like, at the end of the day, if you want to grow and you want to expand your reach and you want to improve your content, it just comes from practicing and expanding. And there's really no set guidelines I haven't put. You got to do X, Y, Z in order to succeed. It's just, if you enjoy it and you like the content you're making, that's all that matters, because it takes a long time to get to the point where you can, you know, make a living off of it professionally. So if you're making content that you don't like, or you're not enjoying the process, then you're going to be miserable. So don't bother if you're not enjoying it. So just make sure to have fun and keep at it.
One thing I will say, I don't know if you noticed behind me over here, but I do have my own Apple shelf.
Nice.
I got all my
I did
boxes.
See that. That's awesome. That's great.
Because honestly, like, when I buy things, I don't know how well they're going to be working.
True.
And how long they're going to be working for. Right. So you know what? You never know if you're going to need to return it for some reason. So
good point.
I keep all my boxes. You know?
Might as well keep them around. Yeah, they look nice too.
Exactly. So. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah. I did a whole redesign with the office that I really needed. So, well, man, great talking to you guys.
Yeah,
I
great
hope
chat.
you enjoyed the live stream. Thank you to Drew from Talos of Tech. And I hope to have you on again soon, man. Great talking to you.
Sometime, yeah. We'll make time for it. Alrighty.
All right,
Take
man.
care, everyone.
Good to
Have a
see
great
you.
day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.